Hello, fellow Nigerians. You see how the things are being unveiled in Nigeria currently from the House of Assembly and all the rest of them. You see, the truth has to be said. Those who pretend that nothing is happening in the country is really disappointing. Those who support all these evil acts planned to take place, it is really very disappointing that most of us are well educated, more intelligent than these people that are leading us in Nigeria. Still, you queue behind supporting them because of maybe a tribe, religion, or political affiliation. All these things are going to turn on each and every one of us. Maybe you may not feel it now, but the future of Nigeria that we are not thinking about and we have not even thought how it's going to be, how it's going to affect our children, our grandchildren. Now, you may be getting contract, you may be happy that your tribesman or someone that you love, you like is there, but that's not the issue. The consequences of what we are allowing to take place now is going to haunt us forever. Even if we depart this earth, our spirit may not be raised because we didn't do what we were supposed to do. We didn't speak out when we were supposed to speak out. Imagine how many billions of naira that these politicians are lavishing when they said they wanted to do the election last time, and they made out how many billions. In fact, I don't want to say the amount of money here because it's really hard to hear and listen. Budgeted such amount of billions and nothing was done and nobody paid for it and no accountability. No question was asked about how much money was spent and what is the cause of the glitch and all the rest of them. And we are subjecting ourselves to danger. Look at the insecurity here and there. Look at what is happening. Because the Nigerian citizens are not the one electing the particular person they want to rule them and govern them, but the ones that are being selected by the corrupt system. And that's what we're passing through. And now the people are shouting and say, please give us good governance through electing the person that we have in our heart. And that is not happening. Why will these people call themselves the representative and national and lawmakers are putting everyone into risk? Why? Just to fulfill, only just to satisfy their selfish interest. Selfish interest, that's only what they're after. Pass a bill that the citizens want, and when I pass what will favor you, because they know that there is no way free election takes place that they will get into those offices there, because they failed us and they're supporting the person who have failed us. If our president is sure that he is doing great, he is doing very well, why won't you allow free and fair election to take place? Why? I really don't understand what is going on in Nigeria. You see how they are gradually destroying the nation. That Nigeria is just gradually being destroyed because of selfish interests. Give us free and fair election. In fact, I believe that where this started is when we allow the president, a ruling president, to be the one to select, to appoint the INEC chairman. Anyway, I don't call it INEC, I call it NINEC. No, it is non-independent, not independent. Because if it is independent, it will be the citizens will be the one to put a vote whom they would want to be the chairman of the electoral process. But here, a president will select. If the president appoints someone who will be the person to be in charge of controlling the election affairs, where he is going to be a candidate, tell me if that person he is going to appoint will not favor him. That's where we should have started correcting this shenanigans that are going on. We should have corrected it by making sure that the lawmakers put in place that it is in the Nigerian constitution that the chairman of the electoral process electoral commission should not be the person to elect or select the person. It should be the masses through voting. But that we have ignored that aspect, and now we are trying to see that a real-time election will be taking place. When it is conducted, let there be a transmission immediately. And it is taking time, and people are saying, bringing out all these reasons and this is that there will be failure, power failure. Just trying to make sure that they put the power again in the hands of the electoral chairman that is being appointed by the president to decide. You see that the rigging had already taken place, because we know what has been in the system, our system. We know it in Nigeria, that the system in Africa generally is that there will be no free and fair election. And at the end of the day, it will go into litigation, whereby they will now ask the lawmakers or the judiciary to take charge. And who appoints? Still. Who controls? Still the president. Tell me, why will we be going into all these kind of things if we meant good for this nation? If we want this nation to survive, you can see that corruption in Nigeria will never end. Anyway, it's left for the citizens to decide. What happens to the nation is still in the powers of the citizens to decide. Thank you, and God bless each and every one of us as we do the right thing.